Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even bringing it out of the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Moore. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't...
Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's loose. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Green. Got enough space. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
A lot don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Scanning the field is Lindsey. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Barney. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Skips away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Going for 6. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, give on the inside. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moore. He'll pitch it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Moore to the air. Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Might be changing the route. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Barney. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Moore will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. He leaves it with his back. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Using his legs to buy some time. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bringing the heat. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Right down the middle. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
Moore to the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Hill. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Braswell.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver.
Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Harris. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
And the defense, Abe's got him at the 27.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel, they had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Buying some time. He'll throw it. Got a man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Back has it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And it's no good. He missed it. And that mountain is still 20 points high.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Moore will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the ground, it's Green. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Another incompletion on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Oh, what a cut! How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Makes the grab. It's Harris. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. He uncorks one deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
On the direct snap, it's Moore. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They reached into the bag of tricks on third down, and it did not work. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The screen. He can go. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Washington coming to the line with another first down.
42, Spider.
To the air on first down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're working that left side. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Keeps it going. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.